Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. It's been a little while since I filmed. I finally published all of my pre-filmed content and now we've had a bit of a gap, but I wanted to do a little chatty get ready with me, play with eyeshadow, and tell you about some of the important things that have happened in the last few weeks. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. I enjoy playing with colorful eyeshadow and I typically upload several videos every week. I am so out of practice. It's been about a month since I filmed and I've started and stopped this video 4 or 5 times and I've had all of these interruptions and I just feel really out of sync. I'm sorry. If this is clumsy, that's why. I want to play with the Aura palette from Ace Beauté and I might bring in some shimmer from Plain Jane from Adept. I'm not sure. Depends on the kind of vibe that I want and how the look is going. I already primed my eyes with the Glamlight Icing Primer. I think I put on too much. Got a lot of white going on up here, but that's okay. Everything that I'm using is going to be linked down below in the description box. I'm not going to talk too much about the makeup itself because when I have these chattier videos, stopping to talk about the makeup often just really interrupts my flow and then I don't finish my thought or I forget to mention something. I just want to talk through, but check the description box if you want to know anything else. I really wanted to film today. I really wanted to do my eyeshadow today. It's been at least a week. I think a week since I did my eyeshadow and it's been about a month since I filmed. So I want to talk to you guys about my concert. It was actually a vocal competition and then the concert at the end of it and everything that's come out of that. And also my mom was visiting. So let's just dive right in. If you remember, I, a few months back posted a video about how I was auditioning for a local vocal competition and I had done the same competition last year. And I was really excited to do it again, to have the chance to audition again. And then I think I said, yes, I did tell you guys in that video that I was a finalist. So I kind of walked through the process of video auditions and callbacks and what that looked like. And then I referenced that I had made even more videos about it last year because last year was my first time going through everything and it was such a wonderful experience. I knew that I would love it again. So anyway, I posted in my community tab that I was a little bit behind in responding to comments because it was the week of rehearsals leading up to the concert. So I won. I won the competition. And I was trying to think of like a dramatic way to segue into that, but no, I won. And I'm so excited because not only was it another amazing week of rehearsals and working with a full orchestra and conductor and a visiting Broadway singer and producer. I got to meet 9 other finalists. We got to perform our solos and get feedback from each other and got mini master classes, I guess, from the Broadway singer. We also got to sing some ensemble pieces together and it was a truly remarkable week, just as it was last year. But then it culminated in a concert that I think was even a little better than last year's. The theme was Broadway and it was like the best of the best songs that everyone loves. And I was privileged to have been assigned, because we didn't get to choose our own music, we were assigned by the Broadway singer. He assigned me I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables, and I was so excited because it's a truly iconic Broadway song. It's the kind of song that everyone recognizes, even if they don't love or if they're not very familiar with Broadway, they know I Dreamed a Dream. Susan Boyle and America's Got Talent, Anne Hathaway and the movie. I think everybody knows, almost everybody knows I Dreamed a Dream. It's not one that I had to learn. I knew it. I've known it for 2 decades. I was just thrilled. I was so thrilled. You know, it occurs to me that while I can't share video from the performance, I can just sing for you here. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. The week of rehearsals was amazing. It was such a treat. And I had rented a gown for the concert and I had this sparkly jewelry that a friend had given me years ago. And I kept holding on to the jewelry thinking, you know, this would look really pretty under stage lights. But honestly, like, when am I gonna have that opportunity? So I literally held on to this jewelry for about 8 or 9 years. And that is what I brought with me when I went to the dress shop to find a gown. And I figured the gown is not contingent upon the jewelry, but once I pick a dress, if the jewelry happens to work, that'd be pretty great. And it did. And I had some flowers in my hair, and you know what? Let me just show you guys a quick video. Should we do what? A lip trails?
I would never. Anti-lip trail.
You are.
I hate them.
Hi.
My car director always made us do them, and I'm really bad at them.
Poor little eyes. I
Yes.
So there you go, that was the full ensemble. For my eyeshadow, in case you're curious, I used the Lure palette from Blend Bunny. I did a little bit of smoke of the pearl shade over here, and then just a couple matte purples in the outer area, and that was it. I didn't want anything too dramatic because the stage lights can cast weird shadows, but I did want to be a bit sparkly. And this year I had definitely purple eyeshadow. And my dress, it's hard to tell, was actually a very rich, like a royal purple color. It wasn't as blue as it looks in a lot of the photos. When I was singing my solo, the stage lights were very blue. And the jewelry sparkled so nicely in the stage lights, as I expected and hoped that it would. So I was very happy with my performance. I actually thought that it was possibly the best performance I had yet done of that song. And it was such a joy to sing into a good sound system. Like the microphones really, they picked up everything, for better or for worse. So even though I'd known this song for, like I said, 2 decades or so, it was still a new challenge, because it's one thing to just sing around the house or to even sing in a performance with a microphone, but a sound system that's not the quality of a full studio theater. Like, this is a theater where the symphony performs regularly with all of the amenities that a theater might have. And the sound system was such a delight because it was really good quality. But because of that quality, the voice is totally exposed. I had to be very intentional about the purity of tone production and breath support. And my voice was on display with nothing hiding any of my flaws. And that was a new challenge, because it would have been so easy to just like, oh yeah, I know this song, no problem at all. But instead I wanted to do an old staple even better and to a new level. And one of the benefits of having the visiting Broadway singer, is that he would give us these little coaching sessions for each of our individual songs. He was not one of the judges, and he would give little tips here and there, and he'd only give them once. You had to really take his experience and wisdom and run with it. I haven't had a voice lesson in about 12 years, since my first child was born. It was a very good challenge for me to have the opportunity to work with someone and take the advice that he was giving me to improve my own craft. Anyway, the final performance, I was very happy with it. But honestly, everybody did a great job. Everyone did well. And it was a hard thing to judge because you had 10 different songs, 10 different genres of music. It wasn't all from Phantom of the Opera or all from Les Miserables or all from Waitress. You know, we had lots of different shows represented. And we had 10 different voices and 10 different styles and 10 different levels of experience. I don't know how they judged, honestly, but I know that I did well, and at the end of the day, that's all I could do, and that's what I was really happy with. And I remember saying to my sister and my friend as well, like, I'm really happy with my performance. And it doesn't really matter if I win. And I said the same thing last year. It does not matter, because it was such an incredible week. I was happy with how I did. I was happy with how I had grown throughout the week, how I had developed and learned, and how I ultimately sang at the end of the week in the final concert. When my name was announced as the champion, I was pretty surprised, because I could have easily pegged 3 to 4 of the other singers who were like, for sure this person's gonna win, or oh my goodness, that was a winning performance. And everyone got better during the week. Everyone gave really great performances. In fact, from the very beginning, I knew that there were more finalists this year than there were last year. Therefore, the odds of me winning were even lower. And I thought, well, I'm just so excited to be a finalist because I get to do it again. And now I can say that I'm the winner. So let me tell you what that means. I'm going in with this pink shimmer here called Gleam. So far what I've used are Wistful, Soul, and Chi. Now I'm going in with Gleam with a flat brush. I think I'll spray it because I want it to be a bit tacky. As the grand prize winner, what I get is invitations to perform in future concerts and future seasons with the symphony, which is amazing. I'm so excited. Now, I am definitely going to be in the Christmas concert. I don't know if I will have any shows between now and then. Again, for sure, what else I might do with the symphony. But one of the things that has happened through this whole process, like basically as soon as I won, I reactivated a very long dead Facebook account because I knew that the pictures and any kinds of audio clips, which I would love to share the actual performance with you guys, but I'm not allowed to because there are musicians unions and symphonic unions, and you've got all the legal rights and contracts and, you know, sharing online and who owns this music. It's a whole thing. So sadly, I can't share with you any video of the concert, but boy, I wish I could, because it was a great concert. And I'm not talking specifically about my performance. We had 10 finalists plus the Broadway singer plus a guest vocalist singing some of the best music that Broadway has ever produced. The orchestra had an opening number and a closing number, which were these medleys of some of the most famous Broadway shows. It was a great concert. It was such a great concert. So I really wish that I could share that with you, but I can't. So I can only talk about it and share with you some pictures that my family took during the process. I won't share any of the official photographer's photos because I'm not sure how to give him credit, officially, legally give him credit for his professional photos via a YouTube video. So I'm not going to do that either. I reactivated my Facebook account because I wanted to be able to see, interact with, and share photos and or videos from the concert. And that's really the only thing I'm going to be doing on Facebook. I don't think I'm going to be sharing personal photos and articles and quotes and recipes. I don't want to get into that again. I used to do that on Facebook, then my account was hacked, and honestly, not being able to get back into it did not in any negative way affect my life. I've only rejoined it for the purpose of these singing engagements, because in the week following the concert, I had a TV interview talking about the concert, talking about my experiences and whatnot. Of course, everyone's tagging and that sort of thing. And then I also was invited to sing for a historical society. It's actually some of the musicians from the orchestra who have a smaller group, and they wanted me to sing, you know, local concert as well. So I've got already one other engagement, which is directly related to me having won the competition. It would be so lovely if it could be 6 to 8 performances a year. Something for me to work towards, be excited about, keep up my skills, rent a pretty dress and get all glammed up for the evening, get some pictures, involve myself in live music, but also not take away from what I need to do on the daily, taking care of my children, taking care of my home, treasuring relationship with my husband and my family. Those are the most important things, but it can be so easy to be just locked into that day-to-day life, and I really need some sort of breakout moments of music and something that's quite different. But it doesn't pull me away from other things that I need to do. I actually think this eye look is pretty, but just for kicks, because I haven't used it in a while, I might grab the plain Jane palette from Adept. This is the original. There's a really bright pink shimmer over here, which I don't think I've ever used. Ooh, it's a pink purple, and then in this light it's very peach. So I think I'll just tap that on top of the pink I have here, see what it brings. Okay, it brightens things up a bit. It's not, you're not going to be able to see a lot of the multi-chrome because I'm putting it on top of other things and kind of blending it in, but that's a pretty color. So all of the concert stuff was exhilarating and thrilling, and my mom was in town. My mom came to town the day that we began rehearsals, and she was very, very helpful. She's watching. Hi, Mom. She was very, very helpful because she stayed home with the children while I went to rehearsals. My husband is in school, and we didn't want to try to have him coming home early when he was supposed to be live in a class and whatnot. Somebody blessed us greatly by letting us borrow their extra car for the whole time, and my mom could stay home with the children, so I could just go to rehearsals and not have to worry about any of those details. It was a great blessing. I'm just so glad she could be here. She was here last year during my concert too, and it was just lovely to spend time with her, have her hanging out with the children, and now the baby is old enough that you can really play and interact. So it wasn't her first time meeting the baby, but it was her first time really getting a chance to play with the baby and make memories and have the baby recognize her and come to her and bring a book to her to read, you know? So it was wonderful to have my mom here. I'm so, so grateful that she was able to come. She was a blessing. She's my laundry fairy. Every time she comes, all my laundry magically gets done. More than just the concert and being helpful, I was just glad to see her. You know, the last time we saw her was when we traveled back in January for my dad's memorial service. And so that was a very different circumstance, you know. And I was glad that Mom could come, and hopefully this was a bit of a relaxing time for her. We had some times where we just laughed and laughed and laughed. We did some stuff together, and also it coincided with the year-end stuff for my daughter's homeschool program. The big year-end presentations where my daughter had done a research paper and she was in costume and she presented her paper before a large group. That's another reason that I hadn't done any filming, even though I really, really wanted to. Anyway, and now I'm back, hopefully back to a regular filming schedule. I don't have anything in my waterline, should I? Let's see, we've got purple, berry, pink. We could do white. I always like a white. It brightens things up nicely. Let's be a little smoky with this berry tone. What is this? I do not remember. It's a creme gel liner from ColourPop for sure. I think I'm doing things a bit out of order because I'm talking, and you know, I'm very excited, and it's gotten me all discombobulated. What else do I need? What else? I mean, those were the two big things that happened. The whole competition, the whole week of, all of those details. But then because I won, I was on a high like no other. And I had the TV interview, and I started Facebook again. So that took a bit of time because I probably wouldn't have done that if I didn't want to really start to network and connect with those people, be available for contact if anybody wanted me to do something like the Historical Society, or be able to see and be tagged in all the photos that I could get to. Through that decision, I also have been able to connect with the other competitors and see what they're doing in the area. I want to support the other finalists where I can and encourage them and hear them sing and see what else they're doing with their music. All right, I definitely didn't do mascara yet, so let's do that. And then we're pretty much done, I think. Anyway, it has been a bit of a whirlwind, and I was on a high for several days after the concert. I was having trouble sleeping. I was just so stinking excited and delighted. And I'm so excited to see what might come out of this. I had an opportunity to talk to the very first winner of the competition because she was the other guest vocalist. And she was saying that her life has changed a lot. So much so that she was getting a bit emotional about it. She said her life has changed a lot. And you know, she's a mother too. Her video audition was singing in the car after she dropped her kids off at school. And she went on to be the very first winner. And it was really cool to talk to her about the opportunities that she's had. It's not that winning the competition makes you a better singer or a better performer. It's really embracing the opportunities as they come and what you can take from the experience. The personal coaching with the Broadway singer, you can't just get that sort of thing. That's not an everyday occurrence. So you have to take every nugget of advice he gives and put it into practice. Winning the competition didn't make me all of a sudden a better singer. It didn't make me more hireable or engaging or entertaining or anything. It's made me more visible and has proven that I'm a hard worker and that I'm committed and dedicated and passionate, and that could lead to opportunities. If I had never taken the chance, I would never even have the option or possibility of walking through other doors. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I gave you an update on the concert, what the results were, what that might bring in the future, my mom's visit. I think that was pretty much everything I needed to update you on as far as, you know, life in general. Aside from that, I mean, everything's going well. The baby's walking now. She is like the cutest little person on the planet. I'm not biased or anything. No, not at all. But she's stinking adorable. She is so stinking. She's like a tiny little China doll just walking around with a happy look on her face always. I love it. I love it so much. My toddler is a flying tornado. She gets into everything. She does her best to destroy everything. She is such a handful, but she's so much fun. She's so intelligent, engaging, and endearing. It's great. And then my oldest, she is finishing out her school year, doing a great job. She did a wonderful job on her research paper and her presentation. She enjoyed the character. She researched Harriet Tubman because this year they were studying American history. My husband's doing well in his studies. He's just passed his midterms and is still in school, so things must, you know, grades must be fine. So everything's great. And I'm just so excited for the future. I'm thrilled that I won the competition because it's validating. It's very, very exciting. But more than that, it's It was a beautiful chance to share my love of music, to share my passion, to share my joy with people who get it, people who also feel those things. They're not just experiencing it. They know what it's like. They know the challenges, they know the practice, they know the strain and the frustrations and the excitement and the thrill and the highs and the lows. They get it. They get it. So that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited to sing in the Christmas concert. When I returned my gown, I walked in and the lady who owns the place, she's like, "Did you win?" I said, I did win. She's like, "Oh, I'm so excited." I said, "So now I'm going to be back at Christmas time for a gown." And I'm thinking sparkles. Thinking sparkles this time. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here, for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I would love to hear your thoughts. As always, I would love to hear your feedback on the eye look because I think it's really pretty. I appreciate your time so much. I hope you've enjoyed this entire video, my whole story time and the look and everything else. I hope that you will consider liking and subscribing if you haven't done so in the past and you would like to see more content like this. Now that things have settled down again a little bit, I hope to get back into a regular filming schedule and upload several videos a week, as I have been doing for like 2 years. It's like 4 videos a week for about 2 years. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next one. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.